Hey there everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Pandaria beta. My name is Daesvail, and I'm here to read you an interesting piece of lore that I found over in the Seat of Knowledge for where the Lorewalkers chill out. Now, the Mogu and the Trogg. Now, we all know about the mainland Azeroth lore about the Troggs and where they come from and all that. But this is an interesting point that leads to where the Mogu and the Trogg interact, and something interesting happens. So, I'll read you this, and let's see what happens. Long ago in Underhill, there lived a creature called a Trogg. It wandered inside the mountain caves and tunnels, exploring and sniffing, and it was content. Then one day, it met a Mogu. "What strong arms you have," said the Mogu to the Trogg. "I shall use my magic to make them stronger, so they may crush my enemies." "And what a mighty nose you have," said the Mogu to the Trogg. "I shall use my magic to make it powerful, so that it may sniff out my enemies." "And what a good sense of direction you have," said the Mogu to the Trogg. "I shall use my magic to make you never forget a trail, so that you may learn the paths of my enemies." The Mogu used the very waters of the Vale of Eternal Blossoms to shape this creature into a weapon. When the smoke cleared and the dust settled, what should the Mogu see? But a Grummle, standing there gleefully. "With strong arms, a powerful nose, and mind that never forgets a trail," said the Mogu to the Grummle. "Take this food from the farms to the east, to the wall of the west. Find every trail in between, and tell me of the enemies you see." And so the Grummle went, with arms of strong, and nose of a tool, and mind that never forgets, to look for enemies, this word the Mogu used, and deliver the food, he did, and looked for trails, but not an enemy found. "What news of my enemies?" said the Mogu to the Grummle. "Do they hide in the mountain passes? Do they hide in the caves near the river? Do they hide in the fields or the farmland?" The Grummle blinked and thought. He thought, and finally spoke. "I smell with nose, and look with eye, but no enemies of yours did I spy. In the mountains I saw hosen, carving their little tunnels. In the caves near the river I saw the Jinnu speaking to their water. In the fields I saw the Pandaren, dancing a funny dance." The Mogu pondered this, and grew relaxed. Many times the Grummle would leave, and each time the Mogu would ask him the same question when he returned, and the Grummle answered was always the same. What the Mogu did not realize was that the Hosen were building their tunnels that would leave them behind the Mogu defenses. The Jinnu listened to the waters, to divine where the Mogu would first respond when the rebellion started, and the Pandaren were not dancing, but training to fight unarmed. When the rebellion began, the Mogu was outraged by his surprise. "You said you did not find any enemies of mine," said the Mogu to the Grummle. With a grin and a smile, the Grummle said to the Mogu, "I saw what I wanted to see. You heard what you wanted to hear." So, that's cool lore. I mean, I happened upon the book by accident, and, I mean, obviously this means that a lot of books are now scattered about Pandaria. But that's cool to see that the Troggs and the Grummles have a past. And this gives more sense of home to Pandaria and the rest of Azeroth, because Troggs were here too, and then they got transformed into something a little better. So now Troggs are not limited to just like Trogdor, they're limited to Grummles too. So apparently now that connects to that, and I'm going to be on the lookout for books now, because that was a cool piece of lore to see that they're connected. Never would have guessed it. Never at all. I mean, they look generally similar. Other than that, nothing. That's all for now. I'll see you next time.